It is a polymer frame with a steel slide, obviously. Weight empty is about 24 ounces. The overall height is 5.5 inches. The sight length is 6.4 inches between the sights, and it's used for personal protection as well as law enforcement and military applications. It's a great gun. I've had 0 failures with it. It's got, as you can see, a little weaver down on the bottom there, weaver accessory rail. You can put any kind of lasers or flashlights that you want on there. It does have the slide lock button there, ambidextrous magazine release. Well, actually, I'm sorry, it's not ambidextrous, but you can flip it around, I believe, so you can make it left-handed if I'm not mistaken. It does, normally I don't think the new models come with the thumb safety, but I do have, again, I don't know if it was because of the used model, but the ambidextrous thumb safety. The new models do have the pin there, so I think you can put it on afterwards, but it's something I'm not really that familiar with. Like I said, a great gun though. What we're going to do is just go ahead, break it down, and clean it up. Okay, so to disassemble this weapon, what we're going to do is in the bottom of the mag well there is a tool, and if you twist that and kind of get it in, pull it downward, it should come right out. And that is also how you get to change the grips on the grip there. There's a large on this particular one. It comes with a small and a medium as well. Once you have the tool out, all this really does is push the sear pin down, so you can really use anything for that per se. But what we can do is go ahead and lock this gun into the rear position. We'll go ahead and do that by sliding it back and pushing up on the lock back button, which is also on both sides. Once you have that back, you can take your takedown lever down and push that into the downward position. We also want to go ahead and, like I said, use that tool here to push down what you're not going to be able to see right now, but there is a little stainless steel sear pin that comes out. Once I push it down here, you should be able to see it a little bit more clearly. As you can see now, there is 2 little pins, and that little pin right there is what we're talking about. Once that is in the downward position, it should allow you to release the magazine forward, making sure again that our takedown lever is pointed downwards. We should be able to go ahead and slide right off the receiver. Comes off.
Officials are saying a power surge is to blame for an explosion over downtown Chicago last night, due to severe winds leaving thousands of residents in the dark. Electricity is expected to be restored by this evening. In other
CIA shit.
Creative writing.
I'll never tell.
AQ. Iran.
Cartels. Russians.
Shepard. Shadow. They got past us.
We had a head start. It's cutting the heads off snakes. Any son of Shepard?
Totally off the grid.
No, we'll find him.
We've got bigger fish. I've done some digging on the Russians.
Well, that's a dirty job.
Ultra-nationalists ambushed that convoy, John.
Okay, this is over.
No, it's not. They're working with someone new. We don't know his name.
He's not new.
Who is he?
Makarov.
Дамы и господа, наш самолет завершил набор высоты. Вы можете расстегнуть ремни.
Сейчас вам будет подан обед. Горячий вы можете выбрать в меню.
Beef, chicken, or fish, gentlemen?
Salads, please.
Alright, after I got that done, what I'm going to do is go back, work on the barrel a little bit more. I'm going to put some more solvent down there, use the brush a little bit more on it, put the cotton swab down it, put some oil down it, and then I will go ahead and use a clean patch to go down it with the rod. And once that's done, then we'll go to the next step. So once we got, as you can see, the gun grease on the slide parts there in the front and in the back, what we can go ahead and do is reassembly of this gun. We'll start with the slide portion of it, and what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take our barrel, and we'll put the barrel inside the slide, just like that. Once you got the slide in there, what you can do is go ahead and use your spring and put the spring in the hole. Once you got the spring kind of lined up there, what you should be able to do is just push with your thumb and get it down into that position. Once you got the spring in, the slide is pretty much ready to go. We'll take a look at the receive here, make sure everything is good. What you want your takedown lever to be down, obviously. And everything else looks good. Your sear pin, if that moves up during the cleaning process, that's not a big deal. As far as I know, I haven't had any issues with it. So what we'll go do at this point is we'll go ahead and match the rails up with the slide, if you can kind of see that there on the camera, and we're going to just slide back. Once we do the slide back motion, we're going to actually lock it into the rearward position as we started out. So just like that. In two pieces. Once you get to that point, it's pretty straightforward. Like any other semi-automatic pistol, you got your spring that you can remove. Once you got your spring in there, you can go ahead and take out your barrel. Then really that's all as far as I go as far as disassembly. Right from this point, you can go ahead and clean with pretty much everything that you got.